I think this is the way we go. There is a chance I'm doing it wrong, but... Wow, this has gone terribly. Ah, absolute fail. We will start the fight. We will ambush them. Where do you get this like new armor from, though, dude?
Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important.
Alright, bring it on, dickhead. Okay, what do we want to do? Balin, I think, is the dickish one. Yes, Court's ginger ranger dwarves. They've probably got beards by the time they're like 10 or 11 years old. I did see a mod when I was looking at all the graphics improvements mods. There was a mod that gave all the dwarven women beards as well. It was funny to look at the screenshots, but I don't think that's something I want in the game. Alrighty, here we go. Now we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in. This is Nerdiness. I'm Shade. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming along. I greet ye, fellow nerds. Great to see some people in chat already. Alright, so we are cracking on with the next installment of Dragon Age Origins. Last session, we delved into, hey, Bright. Last session, we delved into Liliana's, character story and her past. It didn't quite go as smooth as I would have liked in terms of content, because we had some bugs where a lot of the NPCs were naked. But I guess it's not a big deal, because it was just an expansion DLC off to the side. Thank you very much, Bright. Appreciate the feedback. So we've learnt about Liliana and her past. Tonight we're going to crack on with some of the main plot, and we'll head to Orzammar, which is the capital city for the dwarves. Now, there's probably going to be a bit of dialogue at the start, so I'm not going to bother too much with talking to people at camp, because we'll get enough dialogue as it is. Half the trick of this game is sort of getting the right balance of action and adventure with dialogue and story. So I think we're good to go. Inventory's still pretty clean. Characters are leveled up, wearing the right optimal gear for now. Yes, let's crack on. Okay, off we go. Let's grab our usual favorites. Alistair, Morrigan, Liliana. And over here, the Frostback Mountains. This is... I'm pretty sure this is where we go. Anyway, let's venture across. We've unlocked Soldier's Peak already. We've got Shale from that DLC, so I think we've done most of the... Whoop, we've been intercepted. Is it old Tegrin the Trader, or is it something more ominous? Oh, it's old Tegrin. He doesn't have anything we want to sell, I don't think. You got anything useful, bud?
You have coin, stranger? Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Yeah, let me see that discount. What do you got? What have you got? Nah, we don't want any of that. Let's go. Continue to the Dwarven City. Let's see what that holds. Frostback Mountain Pass. I think this is the way we go. There is a chance I'm doing it wrong, but let's see what happens. Alright, need to put my Arcane Warrior buffs on. Yeah, that'll do. What is happening up ahead? Monty Hunter. Oh! No, that's very hostile. That is not at all what I expected. Okay. So, Alistair, that's a caster. That's a mage. Get them immediately, please. You got... There we go. Do your, Templar anti-mage fightiness. I will try and do a mind-crushing prison. And let's see what happens. No, they fireballed us first. They got us first. Oh, that's just rude. Let's try that again. Alistair. Alistair has lost his stamina. He's unable to. Oh. And they gave us a good hit. Oh, you got to give him that. Wow, this has gone terribly. Ah, absolute fail. Oh, that's how that's how we start the session. Holy shit. All right, here we go. Let's try that again. Okay, so we're buffed up. Let's chuck on combat magic. And for good measure, because I'm also a blood mage, toggle on blood magic because we can use an awesome area effect spell, which can only hit enemies and has a chance to stun them, which is blood wound. So let's go to here. Morrigan, you're going to throw a fireball. Yeah, there we go. Do that. That'll hit a fair chunk of them. We will start the fight. We will ambush them. And Alistair, you are also going to go and hit one up the back there with your smiteness. Do that. Okay. Go. Everyone go to action. Alistair, can you cast your... Too far away. Oh, it's not hurting them because they haven't activated. Oh, that's a bit sketchy. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing. They hadn't started combat, so they weren't enemies and therefore wouldn't be hit. All right, Alistair, please use your magical Templarness on that one. That's got him. Excellent. All right. Groovy. Hit this guy. And we'll turn off blood magic for now so we can get some healing. Ooh, this guy's going to hit us hard. No, he's not. We'll give him a slap. Much smoother. Needed a bit of tactical awesomeness. It's a real term, real war term. Tactical awesomeness. Let me get this out of the way. There we go. Are we crossing the bridge? Where are we going? These are people
descending into the underground? The thought of so much rock over one's head is disquieting.
Look at all these people hawking their wares. It's almost like a little city.
Most traders aren't allowed into Orzammar, so they just sort of gather near the doors. There's no laws up here at all, I'm told.
Okay. City outside the city.
All those mages in Lake Callanhard, they up and turned into a pack of demons.
No. Did the Templars kill them all, at least?
No, I guess they got better.
More likely working with the darkspawn to take us over.
No, calm down.
Think about it.
Oh, we saved the day. That's what happened. Quiet your rumors. Loose lips sink ships. Dodgy rumors generate tumors. I don't know.
Bloody dwarves will argue themselves into poverty if they aren't careful.
Starrick the apprentice. Oh, I have a note from your master. You're fired.
Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Yep, that's weird. That's one of the weird contract side quests. Anything from you?
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
Why are you being so weird and flattery? You live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children
like what?
are grown.
How often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Right, I should go.
Best of luck to you.
Can't even buy shit from him. So the dwarves have an interesting caste system where
The Assembly is deadlocked. No one knows when they'll reopen the city.
Oh, that's right. There's some political stuff.
There are other places to sell. I don't have to come back here.
The dwarves have a strict caste system of, like, you know, noble, warrior, merchant, and then casteless. Or there might be one in the middle, but then casteless, which is like, you know, scum of the earth. And basically, you are born into a caste. And that is the caste in which you exist. That is your place in society. Now, you can change castes based on your mother, I think. So, I think a woman can marry into a better caste and then drag her family with them. I can't quite remember the specifics.
What can we do?
But it's a bit harsh sometimes because people that are just born
And your wits about
shit are just always deemed to be shit. And so a lot of dwarves leave the underground and come up to the surface. And therefore they are shunned because you've abandoned the stone and the caste system. And a lot of the time, yeah, for good reason, because it's pretty shit down there if you're in the lower castes.
So it seems. I got a cousin in Ban Farron's army, too. Haven't heard if he's alive yet or not.
Who's talking? Is it those gossips over there, is it? What about this guy?
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armour and weaponry this side of Val Royale.
What do you mean, previously owned?
Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy like new for much, much less?
Where do you get this like new armor from, though, dude?
Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy.
Alright, let me take a look.
And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
24 hour? Yeah, okay. Nothing I don't think that we really are after. We're pretty geared up. Knight Commander's Plate. That's not bad, but ours is better. Grandmaster Silverite Rune? Nah. Oh, got a gift for Shale. Gift for Sten. Grab them, I suppose. Service Dwarf.
Perhaps there'll be better trading in Redcliffe.
No one wants to talk?
They wait too long, trade won't come back. That's the way this works.
Eddie Thug. Taunus the Deserter.
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me?
It's a pretty shit title, The Deserter. I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars, which is some mercenary group that I keep getting shitty little contracts from.
Oh? What was this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild.
Oh, I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
Although I was going to say which men, but oh no, there are a couple here. Alright, very good. What's that? That's Death Hex. No, Affliction Hex. Get all you lot. Taken down. Piece of cake. Easy done. Oh, he stunned me though. That's a bit rude. However, we are mighty. Anything else? Nope. And you're just random dudes.
How are we supposed to live like this? I have buyers waiting.
So it looks like maybe the city is closed because something to do with the king or something. I can't quite remember. Let's see what's going on here.
King Loghain will not...
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have urgent need to talk to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Well, I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden.
No, we
They're
didn't.
sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
Oh,
Letting in a traitor?
suck it.
And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
All right, well, Loghain is the traitor who killed King Kaelin at Ostagar.
What? Lies and slander! King Loghain will not suffer this.
He's not even king.
Not suffer it.
He's
I'm
regent.
his messenger.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Oh, we are gonna fight off the doorstep, are we? All right. Ha! All right, bring it on, dickhead. Okay, what do we want to do? Yep, let's, I'll take the big guy and I will, no, let's do some, yeah, I will pull him. There we go, let's activate blood magic for good measure, and let's do some AoE damage. Alright, Alistair, you've run off and attacking the wrong guy. Nope, you're attacking the right guy, because that's a caster that I didn't even see was there. Well done. You'll sort him out, though. Excellent. Good hit. Oh, no one stands a chance against us now. Holy shit, we wreck face. Yes, good job, team. Let's go inside. Go. Maybe I should have sent them running back.
That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Loghain's got a lot to answer for. I would have preferred not to have killed his men, because that doesn't help anyone.
Atrost Vala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Alright, thank you, Dwarf Guard man.
Those statues are Dwarven paragons, if I remember right. The best of their ancestors.
If there is anything complimentary to be said about these people, 'tis that they possess a remarkable facility for carving stone.
Do you think they sell miniatures of these in the city? I would love to have some on my mantle.
Alright, well, let's explore the Dwarven City. So, I believe what's happened here is the Dwarven King, he wanted some original melody. I think what's happened in Orzammar is recently the king has died and there's infighting to figure out his successor, which is why the city is closed. If you play the Dwarven noble origin, I believe you are sucked into that drama. That's part of the Dwarven origin, where I think you are son of the king and you are framed for his assassination by your own brother. I think that's how it goes down. So either way, this is how the Dwarven origin ties in with the main story.
Spare a few bits for an old man.
We're doing well, Davit. How are you doing, man? Glad to have you on board. Hopefully we can get a good mix of story and action for you tonight. Let's see what happens.
I haven't eaten in days.
How did you get in here?
A bit of food, my lord. Some coin. For the ancestors' sake.
These are not your ancestors. You taint the memory of our paragons with your presence. Get back to Dust Town where you belong, Brand, or I'll throw you into the deep roads as a snack for the stalkers.
No. No, don't hurt me. I just wanted some food.
Poor bastard. See, this is what happens with the caste system here. It's very rough. I don't agree with it. You know, you're casteless, so your ancestors have, you know, cast you out. Not really, I don't think, but anyway. Yeah, the dwarves are pretty harsh.
That's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
The Branka, she was one of the paragons. I think there's a quest about Branka at some stage.
May the ancestors look kindly upon you.
Thanks. Now let's just collect these for our codex, which give us some experience. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there's paragons everywhere down here. The paragons are like their super awesome ancestors, a bit like saints, if you will. They were living legends. They did something. They were honored in memory.
Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
There you go. Oh, okay, here we go. We're loading into the city. A lot of politics in Dwarven culture. I'm not a big fan of politics. Hopefully we don't get sucked into too much stuff. Oh, there's a gathering forming.
The assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Oh! Oh, rough. Balin, I think, is the dickish one. Oh, you like it a bit of politics action, hey, Daffit? Hear him. What are they talking about? Alright. Politics in real life, I think some of them are even worse than in games. At least it's interesting sometimes, I guess, but if it's interesting, it's usually because there's something too crazy happening, therefore it's interesting. Alright, Captain of the Guard, what have you got to say about that drama?
Thedas, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Well, the Blight is coming, and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to then.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Yes, courts, ginger ranger dwarves. So at least that follows true with most fantasy themed, as well as the underground city. The only difference, I guess, in this case is that dwarves in Dragon Age all have, or tend to have, American accents instead of like Scottish or Irish, as is common in most other games and TV series and movies and whatever else. Alright, so these two lords are the ones we're probably going to have to talk to. You mentioned something about paragons.
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Alright, well, we'll go and learn about that then. But can a city really function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
What's the proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright spot in the diamond.
Yes, we'll do that. Alright, I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Yes, I should. Shut up. Alright, so where are we? We're in the Commons. And there's some side quests laden about, okay. There's an armorer, Hall of Heroes. That's where we came from, I think, is the Hall of Heroes. Yes, because the Proving's down here, right? I'm pretty sure we're going to be fighting in the Proving. Let's assume that's going to happen. And the Diamond Quarter, I think, is like the upper society, fancy side of town. There's a tavern, and then there's Dust Town, which is like the slums where all the casteless and the rejects are. Okay. Where do we want to go? Let's walk in this direction and see what there is to learn and interact with. We'll have to do a little bit of dialogue and just learn about the city, and then figure out how we make the nobles get along and aid our cause against the darkspawn. The other thing to note is like the deep roads, which is all the underground roads and stuff, which is where the dwarves all live. There's always darkspawn there, so the dwarves are going to be harder to convince because they're always already fighting darkspawn anyway. So I don't reckon they need hairdressers for those braids. They probably have to learn how to braid their beards when they like turn 10 or something like that. They've probably got beards by the time they're like 10 or 11 years old.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
Endrin. Oh, so that must have been the previous king. So this Balin, is that King Endrin's son?
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons.
Ooh.
In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power.
Yeah.
It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
Yes. And if you played the Dwarven Origin, it's even worse than that. Why such hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Oh, okay. So did you know King Endrin?
Only as a potential match for one of his sons. He was a good king, stern and fair and just.
Babies born with beards, that's possible. I did see a mod when I was looking at all the graphics improvements mods. There was a mod that gave all the Dwarven women beards as well. It was funny to look at the screenshots, but I don't think that's something I want in the game. Okay, so you were a match for one of his sons. Who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, 3rd daughter of the 2nd matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger? What brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
Well, I am Shade, a Grey Warden, and I'm here seeking aid.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates.
That's right.
What kind of aid do you mean?
Well, I have a treaty compelling Orzammar to aid against a Blight.
A Blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
Alright. We'll work, and she's gone, okay. He vanished. Alright, commoners.
One day the Paragon Branca will return. Oh, and on that day...
Branca. I think there's something to do with Branca. So she's a current living legend, is she? Just commoners. What is this? A Nug Wrangler. Well, we're definitely talking to that. Sasha, yeah, pretty awesome mods. There are some awesome mods. And some disturbing ones as well.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Oh, is that you talking to me? Dagna, sure. What's up?
You look like you're not from around here.
Yeah, obviously. You could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Well, why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic.
Right.
He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
She is kawaii. Junior Ranger. Yeah, there's going to be lots of Rangers here, Courts. That's alright. Rangers are cool. So what do you want to do with the circle then, since you can't do magic?
I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Alright, that's... okay. Well, I can bring the Circle to your request. Sorry, let's say that again. I can bring the Circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smith Caste. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable.
Yeah,
I'm glad we're
I agree.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Wonder what her father thinks. Not that that matters, for she is her own person. Alright, well, we're probably not going to the tower anytime soon, but we will eventually go there. Maybe I'll do that between streams. I will deliver the message. And hopefully, yeah, she can go to the tower and study. I don't know why you'd want to study if you can't do it, but alright, that's what she wants. Why not? Someone wanting to educate themselves, I will always help that. Alright, Nug Wrangler. What nugs have you got?
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs?
Across the streams.
I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
Are these things dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
Well, if I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
A lost nug. That's the quest name. There's surely some nugs to be found. I think we can end up with a pet one. Oh, I saw one. I saw one in the distance. There it is. Yoink. Box of nugs. Now I've got a box of nugs with one nug in it. How many are there? Found a nug. He'll be... Okay, well, let's just return that one then. Here you go.
Go on. I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
Oh, not with that attitude. I've got a nug for you. Here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game. Such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I've found.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, Garen. Who are you?
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot
Garen Garrison.
And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
By the way, how awesome is Alistair's armor? He is wearing the... What is it? The Grand Warden set or something like that? That we got in one of the DLCs when we cleared out the old Warden Keep. Looks awesome. What were you saying? Have a look at my shop. That's what I hope you were saying.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium. Enhanced, of course.
Enhanced lyrium. Oh, and then there's what's this? A dagger. A mighty dagger. Well, they're using daggers at the moment. But good to know it's there. And a ring. With health regen, bonus to healing effects. Oh, that's not bad. Something for Shale. Morrigan. Ooh. This is a plot point for Morrigan. Grab that then. Because she talked about having a mirror that her mum grabbed and shattered or smashed or something like that, right? But she's, you know, she got it from, you know, the outside world, and that's bad. Grab that. Probably all we care about for now. Do we give Morrigan? No, we won't give Morrigan the... Do we give Morrigan the present now? That dude will upgrade your crystals if you have the monies. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thanks, man. Always appreciate a good tip.